Mike McCarthy wanted a super spy kit like his friend Derek's. The kid had seen the dark specs and super ears, whatever those are, and it was awesome. At 8 years old, though, Mike had enough life experience to know that he was no good at saving money. Saving up $75 to buy a new kit was out of the question. Fortunately, Mike's friend Derek had offered to sell Mike his used kit for a third of that price. If Mike could get one of that big influx of cash, he could hand Derek $25 and make the spy kit his. He needed to sell something, but what? Mike had seen those other kits with their art sales and homemade bracelets. The only people who bought their stuff were their parents, and that was because they had no choice. Mike was no charity chase. He would sell a product so wonderful that everyone would want it. He would sell lemonade, but not that sticky yellow powered kind. He had to be the kind that made people's lips pucker. It had to make their taste buds fire up sweet and sour with a quick 1-2 punch. Mom, Mike said, can Aster and I have a lemonade stand? Aster was Mike's little sister. She was missing some teeth, and he figured out her smile would help draw in customers. You can, said his mom, but not like last summer's. Mike frowned and tried to remember last summer's. Mom frowned too. You got bored and wandered away, she said. The problem, Mike said, was that the lemonade was not high quality. This time I'm gonna make artisanal lemonade from scratch. Miss McCarthy snored. Is that right? She asked. That's right, Mike said. I'll use organic lemons and organic sugar and organic water. Sounds expensive, she said. You get what you pay for, Mike said. And who will pay for these artisanal ingredients? She asked. You? Sure, Mike said, as long as I get to keep the profits. He made a list for his mom. 2 lemons, 1 bag of sugar, and paper cups. 2 lemons will make about 2 cups of lemonade, she said. Mike did the math. Fake lemonades might go for 50 cents a cup, but real organic lemonade could go for twice that. He needed $25 to buy Derek's kit. That meant he needed to sell at least 25 cups of lemonade. Mike revised his shopping list. Okay, 30 lemons, he announced. His mother whistled. Lemons are out of season now, she said. Lemons come ripe in the winter. Mike laughed in disbelief. Who wants to drink lemonade in the winter? Nobody, said his mom. Right, Mike said. He was winning this argument. Miss McCarthy shook her head. Those lemons will eat straight into your profit margin, she said. Mike dropped that. If lemons were out of season, people would find fresh lemonade that was much more irresistible. It stood to reason. So Mike's mom bought him 30 organic lemons and 2 bags of organic sugar. She donated a stack of cups left over from a Christmas party. Aster helped her brother draw a big banner to hang off their picnic table. They opened their lemonade stand at 3 o'clock the next afternoon. Adults loved the lemonade, kids loved the lemonade, and business boomed. Aster smiled at everyone and ran back into the house every 20 minutes to fetch more ice. Mike sat under a large umbrella, pouring drinks and taking money. Derek showed up and asked for a free sample. Mike poured an inch of fresh lemonade into a cup. Derek drank it and licked his lips. Hey, Derek said, I'm selling you my pocket at a discount. How about you give me the same discount on a glass of this stuff? Mike narrowed his eyes and sold his friend a cup for 33 cents. Derek handed him a quarter and a dime. Keep the change, he said. By 5 o'clock, they had run out of lemonade, and that was fine. Mike knew exactly how much money was inside the box. $27.35. He handed his sister $1.35. You don't have to pay me, Aster said. You earned it, sis, he replied. Then Mike marched inside. I made $26, he announced triumphantly to his mom, after I pay my employee. Is that your gross profit? His mom asked. Or your net? One of those, Mike said. Have a seat, said Miss Cathy. She explained that gross profit was the amount of money from the sales. Net profit was the amount of money left from the sales after the costs were subtracted. Mike had a sinking feeling in his stomach. For the first time, he studied the grocery receipt his mom had handed him the day before. These lemons are 69 cents each, Mike said, stunned. He knew money didn't grow on trees, but lemons did. How could anything from nature cost so much? Now Mike understood. Out of season equals expensive. Then Mike did some more math. 30 lemons at $0.96 each equal $20.70. The organic sugar was $6.80. The total cost was $27.50. Mike slicked the box and its $26 contents across to his mom. When he spoke, his voice was scratchy and hard to hear. "I owe you $1.50," he said. Astor tried to give him back her money, but Mike shook his head. Miss McCarthy smiled at both of them with tears in her eyes. "I'm so proud of you two," she said. "I'm the one who should be crying," Mike said. "I'm a total failure." His mom grabbed him and kissed his head. "Not you," she said. "Besides, I saved you something." She opened the refrigerator and pulled out a cup of lemonade. "Astor told me you weren't drinking any," she explained. "Do you know how good it is?" Mike shrugged and took a sip. His lips perked and his taste buds fired off as quick as 1-2 punch. His lemonade was delicious. "That's a quality product," she said, smiling. "So good, in fact, I set aside 2 more cups for your sister and me." Miss McCarthy slid 50 cents back across Mike. Then the three of them sat at their kitchen table, sipping some of their best artisanal lemonade around, whatever that is.
구독과 좋아요 눌러주세요.